Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Marvel Superheroes draft here on the channel. I've got a good understanding of things, I think, and my understanding is I don't want to take the Scarlet Witch first pick. It's not very good. We do have Kid Loki, which is a card I've wanted to get more reps with. I think it can fit well into a lot of different strategies, kind of surprisingly. Like blue-green has some cool applications because if you get counters, they can work with other things. The blue-black deck can do some cool things, even blue-white. I don't really like it in blue-red, though. Black Widow's not very flexible. Reptile's a card I kind of want to try at some point. I don't think it's very good, though. And then in the commons, there's Murdoch's Crusade, We Say Thee Nay, as main options. I don't really want to first pick We Say Thee Nay. It's fine, but I've come down on the card because in like the grindy blue-white mirrors, you want like value cards, and this doesn't really counter like the value 3 drops that well once you get past like exactly turn 3, and there's not a ton of instant speed stuff. I'm going to try the Kid Loki, though, maybe. I feel like Kid Loki can do some serious work. And this pack is pretty weak. Like Murdoch's Crusade is maybe one of the better cards, but it is kind of like, it's a removal spell that's kind of inflexible. This kind of, I can maybe build around a little. Scarlet Witch is not my favorite, that's for sure. Okay. I don't mind this start, taking a Stature to follow up Kid Loki. 2 blue 1-drops, maybe leaning towards a blue aggro deck. That could be nice. Blue-black aggro can be good. Or blue-green, both of these cards can fit well. Or just still blue-white is an option. What else is here? Quicksilver, not my favorite. It's going to be hard to get into a black-white deck if someone's already taken 2 Black Widows. But if the colors flow, the colors flow. We aren't seeing a good black card here. This pack is pretty weak. There's Stature Shifter, or Stature Size Shifter, Pet Avengers, and Wakandan, and Baxter Building. Like, none of these cards are great other than Stature, which I think is actually quite good. Okay, I think we're going to take Trickster's Stratagem now. It's quite good with Kid Loki. Keeps me mono blue. The best cards in this pack, other than that, are maybe Hulk Smash and Colleen, which goes well with Hulk Smash, ironically. But this is kind of a few weak packs in a row here. There's like a few cards here. Hydraulic Helper is better than it looks too. I will note that. I've liked this card in my decks to be like an early roadblock. It kind of invalidates a lot of the 2/2s that like hero in trainings like don't ever attack into this very well. But I think we're just gonna take Stratagem here. Hydraulic Helper is something that I do want to try a bit more though. And then there's Hero in Training. I mean, 4th pick, maybe off to the races. Speedball is one that I've wanted to build a Speedball deck for a while. Works well with this. Works well with like some random combat tricks. There's also Night Nurse, which is very good, but I think worse than Hero in Training. Hero in Training also works well with Kid Loki. This is a God Hero villain. This is a hero, so I'm going to be gaining some life when I draw my cards. Blue-white's just a good place to be if it's open. We don't see any blue cards in this pack really other than Speedball. There is some green, but Hero in Training it is. Okie-doke. I'm not going to bank on white being open, though, just because there was 1 Hero in Training. It can be an anomalous pack. I think here Red Room Recruit makes more sense than Herbie. Herbie's decent, but I've been liking the Red Room Recruit a decent amount, especially with Kid Loki. 1-drop, 2-drop, that's a good curve. We are seeing some black-white here. Recruit or Herbie. The game has felt more value-based, but I still think this wants to be like, I mean, I'm kind of an aggro deck. Maybe I'm supposed to take this. Herbie's pretty good. I'm going to take the Herbie. And it's like guaranteed to make the cut. Interesting. So this pack has Go Nuts is the best card. There is Super Suit, which I haven't tried a lot. Seems decent in theory. If I take this, I could just still be a blue-green deck. That's one of the benefits of taking the Herbie over the black card, is that I could just still be a blue-green deck. Kid Loki can fit well there. I just have the 1 Hero in Training. I don't think I want to take Super Suit. There is a blue-green land too, but Go Nuts is going to be good if I'm blue-green. I do want to try Atuma. Atuma seems like it has some potential. There's another Herbie. There's a giant-sized flying ant. Both cards that I've kind of wanted to try a bit. I mean, I have tried giant-sized flying ant, and it was good in my blue aggro decks. And I am building a blue aggro deck. But if I get a Tuma, I can take the other cavalry card and maybe play that. Ant has been fine. I think Herbie number 2 wouldn't be terrible. I kind of want to try the Atuma, though. I haven't gotten to play with him yet. It's like, do I want the recurring value or do I want the immediate value from a Herbie? I'm never sure exactly how good Herbie is. Like, is it a card that I really want to take first? Here, there's another Go Nuts. It's looking like blue-green might be on the menu. I don't love Beast. Beast is decent with Go Nuts, but I think getting another Go Nuts here is a nice little sign. We wield Reptile. We also wield Aim Scientists. And Rapid Rescue. Rapid Rescue is pretty fine. I think we're going to take the Aim Scientists, though. Conniving is good. It goes well with the Loki. Though maybe I'm not even going to play Loki here. But I'd rather have Rapid Rescue. Maybe I try the Reptile here. This could be a Reptile angle. I do just want to try the card at some point. Now we'll take a Quinjet. And a blue-red land, you never know. I don't want these cards, so... White didn't end up looking that open, but green does. Maybe we'll be a giant growth deck. So green-blue. How much do I want Herbie in a green-blue deck? Not that much. Giant growth could actually be okay if I'm playing super aggro, though. Would I rather have another Herbie than this card? Would I rather have... I forget what I took this over now. It wasn't anything crazy. I don't think this card's great, but... it's interesting. And I haven't gotten to play with it yet. Okie doke. Here we go. Looking for pack 2. Pack 2. We get a great green card. She-Hulk Jade Defender's awesome. One of the best reasons to be green is to play this card, so I'm really happy to see that. We're not going to switch into white for hero in training here. We've gotten too many green signals with like getting the late go nutses and stuff, I think. Even though hero in training's awesome. It was just very clear that white wasn't open. We didn't see any white cards. We didn't see any Brave Brawl or stuff like that. We're just going to play blue-green here. We got these 2 blue cards early. We got these this late. We got a Tuma when we could have taken Herbies. I don't know. We could try to be like green-white, but I think there's a pretty clear She-Hulk Jade Defender angle. Do like this card. We're not going to be a heavy black deck for this. Ant-Man's army isn't terrible. I don't want Aim Scientists, really. Maybe just take the Ant-Man's army. Seems like it has some potential. I don't know. Now there's another Go Nuts. There's another Herbie. It's the 1-drop guy. Maybe I just take another Go Nuts. I'm just not 100% sure on some of these. I mean, Herbie's quite good, so I could just keep taking Herbies. Atlantis Attacks is also a good one as a one-of. I don't love the Atuma. Let's take Herbie. I feel like I'm going to want to take the 3-2 guy that gets counters when I draw cards to go with the Atuma. 2 Go Nuts is kind of my top end for that type of effect. Booyah! Justice is fantastic. Love getting this guy. There's some white cards here, but I'm not going to get any white cards in pack 3, so I'm just kind of ignoring them now. I'm just like, okay, this is kind of my deck. Love getting a Justice here. Reptile's interesting, though. I mean, I don't know whether I want to play it or not. I think Ant-Man's army could be fine. Make it 3-2, make a treasure. Justice is an excellent addition. Now we get a Falcon. I think Falcon's way better than Secret Invasion, though this card's not one. It's not unplayable by any means. But yeah, again, no white cards. Pick 5. Yeah. I think avoiding white this draft was the call. Giant Growth maybe could make some moves for me. My 4-drop slot. I won't play a Tuma if I don't get the other Merfolk, because I think that's one of the reasons to play it. Probably not going to play Quinjet. These are my spells. These are my speculative cards. And I'll put the speculative cards to the right of the spells. Combat tricks. Because this is a speculative card. The Giant Growth is a speculative card. My 4-drop slot's feeling pretty good. This is a removal spell. I do need some 2-drops. I don't have any. Green has scrolls, which I would really love. To go scroll into Herbie would be awesome. Or scroll into a Tuma. So we're going to hope to see more scrolls, less go nuts. Don't really want to play Quinjet. Beautiful. I get to take an Atlantean Cavalry. All of a sudden, a Tomb is back on the menu. This is also really good with Herbie. A 3-mana 4/3 Vigilance is no joke. And the rest of this pack is weak. Like, I don't care about D-Power. I don't care about Super Strength. So. And now we'll take Atlantis attacks. I like 1 copy of this in my deck, especially when I have Herbies and stuff to draw me extra cards. I think this is coming together nicely. I just need to get some 2-drops. I have 3 kill spells right now. Kind of got an aggressive lean to it. Got a little bit of a combo here to assemble if I can draw both those in the same game. Yeah, maybe I could do more Herbies. I don't think I want 5 Herbies, though. Or something like that. Because there's some board states where it really doesn't do what you want. Okay, perfect. I wouldn't mind Avengers Tower. I have 6 heroes. But getting a kill spell that doesn't need, like the blue kill spells are really valuable for this sort of deck. So Frozen and Ice is just what I want. And I don't have that many heroes, necessarily. Perfect. I get a Doombot. I am trying to build an aggro deck at the end of the day here. Aim Scientists. Not the end of the world if I play this guy. We'll put it in the spec pile for now. I think Reptile is worse than Doombot because the one attacks more frequently and the power-up mode is better here. Ooh, we wield Go Nuts. This is a really good... Like, I think Aim Scientist could go well with the Go Nuts here. We don't have any 2-drops, which is a bummer. We saw 1 Gorilla, and we took, like, Falcon over it. So we're in a little bit of tough shape over that. So if we could get 4 2-drops right now, I'd be ecstatic, because we are definitely in a hole when it comes to getting our 2-drop slot filled. We have none. What are we even looking for in blue? Like, blue has some 2-drops. It has the 2/3 guy. Oh my gosh. What a bad pack for me. I'm not going to take a second Reptile. I don't want Wakandan Royal Guard. I have some heroes. 6 heroes. And I have 4 4-drops, 5 4-drops if I play this. I mean, this card's really strong. I'm not trying to splash, though. I think I'll take the Royal Guard over the Flying Ant. I already have 5 4-drops. Let's just get a 5-drop, I guess. Really a bad first pick, though. Maybe I'll just go Super Intelligence here. This could be the Super Intelligence lane because I just, like, have 1-drops to put it on and then Giant Growth to protect. And I just don't want to play that other card. The Royal Guard. I guess I'll take Mr. Hyde over Aim. The fact that we still haven't seen a single 2-drop for our colors is definitely a bad sign. But if I put Super Intelligence onto, like, Kid Loki or something, sure, they could kill it and, like, get me. But, like, 1-drop, turn 2, just drop a Super Intelligence on something. Can be good enough sometimes, I think. Here's Mr. Hyde. 2-drops. Bingo, bango, bongo. I mean, Spider-Woman is so much better, but for curve reasons, I have to take the 2-drop. And then maybe I will even wheel this one, which isn't a great card, but it's better than nothing. I just can't afford to take another 4-drop here. Like, Aim Scientist is a lot worse, but, like, as far as, like, curve reasons, I just need any 2-drops here. Which is one of the reasons why you take good curve cards early. Ooh. Wolverine. And I already have a Stark Industries. And a Quinjet. And an Aim Scientist. It's really good with Go Nuts. Or I could just take Gorilla. I'm gonna take Gorilla. I'm trying to build a blue-green aggro deck. I can't splash here. Now I'm gonna take a giant growth. Have a rapid rescue. Like, I have enough sources, like one. This can help splash it. Maybe I'm supposed to just play the Quinjet. I just don't think Quinjet's very good in my deck. It's very off-plan. Oh, man, we could have gotten the land for it, too. I'm just going to keep taking Gorillas, though. Yeah, so we now have 3 2-drops. That's a huge boon to us. It's like a game changer, honestly. Oh my gosh. This has been so perfect for us. Getting a 4th really good 2-drop for our deck. I mean, Gorilla's mid, but like we need early plays to make Go Nuts a good card. Yeah, I like getting this. Oh man, we really came through this pack. I mean, at this point, no, if I'd known I was going to get, at the point in time I had 1 2-drop, if I'd known I was going to get 2 more 2-drops in succession, the splash starts to make more sense because Wolverine is very good. In for a penny, in for a pound. Do we go for the double super intelligence? Or do we just take bold biochemist? I still need 2 drops. I think 1 super intelligence is enough. And if everybody's super, no one will be. Rapid rescue, sure. So we really kind of got there. We got to 5 2-drops that are all pretty good. Like, this one's more of a late game 2-drop. Ant-Man's Army over Synthoids. I don't really like Synthoids. I know I need 2-drops, but I think 5 2-drops is just enough, even though this is more of a late game card. And we'll take the Ant-Man's Army to help me ramp up to some of my more expensive cards. Because this is like a 6-drop. I don't know if I want to play the Atuma and the Atlantean Cavalry. The Thing. Wow, and we got a Serpent Specialist last pick. What a good last pack for us, honestly. Yeah, we could have maybe splashed the Wolverine here. What do we want to cut? Well, Giant Growth is definitely potentially on the menu, at least some number. I kind of want to try the Reptile. I don't know if we need the Super Intelligence anymore. Kid Loki, how many card draw effects do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think Kid Loki's that good. Serpent Specialist is fine. It's that and Reptile are both like, do I want to play both those? I want to play this guy. I want to play this guy. Do I want to play the Merfolk package? Do I want to play the Thing Ben Grimm? Yeah, we have a lot of creatures here. I think I'm going to start by cutting the Thing. I'm going to cut Atuma and Atlantean Cavalry, that package. I didn't get quite enough of them to make it worthwhile, I don't think. Then I'll cut these 2. My hero count is at 10. I'm going to cut the Wakandan Royal Guard. 2 giant growths. Then I could cut aim scientists because my deck no longer cares about drawing 2 in a turn. And then maybe Serpent Specialist. Kind of want to get a rep in with the Reptile. So that's this deck for now. I think it's pretty solid. I like Ant-Man's Army with Go Nuts because you play this, get the treasure, immediately play Go Nuts. It's pretty good synergy. My curve ended up pretty decent. Because this can be a late game card, this can be a late game card. This can be a late game card, this can be a late game card. This can be like a lot of my early cards are also good late. So this can be like, we have a lot of more late game than it looks. But yeah, interesting deck. I'm excited to see how it plays out. Let's get to the games. And as we dive into the games, I would like to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you're enjoying my videos and you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for people of all skill levels, Patreon's the place to go. Special shout out to those who support at the credits level. It makes a tremendous difference. And patrons gain access to cool bonuses like my card by card tier list and format thoughts document. Okie doke, round 1. We've got a nice little keeper here. Oh my gosh, did I misclick the land I wanted to play? Well, that's a big deal. That's tremendously bad for me. That's real bad. Oh my gosh. I literally tried to... I was just playing too fast. That's not really a... I don't actually get as mad about those mistakes as I do about the ones that are more like tactical blunders versus like the... Clearly I wanted to play my stature on turn 1. So I'm going to miss out on 2 points of damage, or 3 points probably. There's no reason to cast this. Yeah. Sure, we'll do that. If they sacrifice this turn, they get me. So... So I 2 for 1 myself, but this is going to get more value than that, I think. Yep, they have Red Guardian. Of course they have Red Guardian. Why wouldn't they have Red Guardian? Gosh darn it, I almost tried to play around Red Guardian, but it's just almost impossible, it feels like. Oh, man. Red Room Recruit. This game just went from, like, bad to worse pretty much the whole thing. Like, stature not being in play is so bad. I could have done, like, 3 or 4 points of damage. I hope they tap out here. Web up, sure. Okay. Play this. Play this. Counter. Fight that. Black Widow's gonna get me here, sadly. Actually, I could just have Mr. Hyde fight Black Widow now. And then have my random card against theirs. I think that's probably better. Like, they have 1 card in hand. I have 1 more land in play. I have a way better creature in play. Black Widow was going to hit something good, I think. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get better than this. You're actually kidding me. You're actually kidding me. Oh my gosh. Auto Tapper, what are you doing? I know I can't fathom how bad that was. Oh my gosh. That was truly horrific. Oh my gosh. Okay. So my opponent's also, like, helping me out here by... But, like, what is happening? That was so bad. I can't even describe it. Oh my gosh. And then they just sacrificed their guy for no reason. But, ooh, this card's actually interesting here. Sure. This game has been really bad from a mana perspective. They could be at like 5 less life, because this thing would have been hitting them for like 4 or 5 turns. And like, I just don't get the way Auto Tapper thinks. I guess maybe I'm silly. Okay. Let's play land, go to combat. Attack with all three. I'm going to turn this guy into a 6/6 with trample. Okay. Because then next turn this thing's still unblockable. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't go for the stature shifter, because they would have just dark deeded that, maybe. So far, Reptile compared to like a 3/3 Death Toucher. This is definitely a game I could lose because of these mana kerfuffles, but they also did sacrifice their 3/2 Vigilance for no reason, so. My gosh, I can't believe it. I need to be more careful with Auto Tapper, I know, but. Okay, so I can't quite kill them, right? Because they go to 9, yeah, so. And my mana should work out for this. Okay, stop tapping me like this for starters game. Like, activating this for X equals 0 is not on my radar. It's not something I want to do, game. I could have done 5 more to them by activating that. I think this is lethal, right? Trample over 4, 7. I mean, this game was like mine to win a long time ago if I didn't botch the tapping many times. Sorry for getting so upset by the tapper on the She-Hulk thing. That was just I couldn't fathom it tapping me like that and not leaving me with the mana to activate my cards the way I wanted to. Okey-doke. Game 2. We'll keep this. We don't have one of our 1-drops, but we do have a 2-drop, luckily. Reptile did some decent work there. He was okay. Would he have been better as a 3/3 Death Toucher? Maybe. We'll get to see if Giant Growth is any good here. You're a turn late, Reptile. Well, that's actually going to work out. They are just saving him for later. They're just always good targets for this. Sure. Looking for my fight spell. Well, Giant Growth is looking quite bad now. I think I'm going to bounce Mr. Hyde. Send them back a little bit to the Stone Age. Because he has to, like, play him again, get a counter again. It's just so many turns. Wakandan Royal Guard, sure. Can't really let this stand. It's not exactly a 2-for-1, but like... Reptile, if you block, I will activate him. Okay. So they got a 2-for-1 with this. I got a 2-for-1 with this. All is right with the world. Murdoch's Crusade, okay. Sure, sure, yeah, sure. Sure. Let's just draw a little bit, get our other flyer developed. I'm gonna say no blocks. I have like semi-unblockable guys. I can make a 4/4 next turn to block that. Killmonger, okay. Killing Ava Ayala, maybe? Yeah, maybe I'm gonna get punished for not activating the Ava Ayala. Okay, let's get rid of Killmonger. I don't know if they have any more disposable creatures. Maybe I was supposed to activate the Ava last turn. So they can get to their Killmonger this turn by, like, removing the counter, and then they can sacrifice Mr. Hyde to kill my flyer or something. So far, Reptile this game has been, I think, worse than a 3/3 Death Touch would have been. Or just a 1/1 Death Toucher. Though they are in forced chump block on Reptile mode. Okay, they kill that guy. That's actually okay for me. Reptile's actually a problem here. Never mind. I maybe scratch that. I think getting rid of this card was fine. I don't want them putting more counters, and this thing has to sacrifice Mr. Hyde if it wants to do anything. And they have to kill Reptile now. Now I have him on a 2-turn clock in the air, maybe. Never mind. No 2-turn clock in the air for me. Sure. So this will trade with the gorilla. I actually don't think I attack. Them having a gorilla was such a bad bit of fortune there. Like one of their last draws was a gorilla. Oh my gosh. The top decks just keep coming, don't they? Well, that sucks. I have to block like this, I think. So this game was really close. If I'd gotten that Ayala token, I think I was in good shape here. So I'm going to go to 1. Time to top deck something for me. I also didn't get value out of my Bold Biochemist. Also, they've just drawn, like, perfectly down the stretch. Oh my gosh, what a shame. I can't beat a 7/7 trample there. I just don't have enough toughness. I mean, their top decks down the stretch were kind of absurd, if I'm being honest. I mean, they drew the Killmonger for starters, but then I put it back in their deck, and then they went, like, Gorilla, because otherwise I would have killed them with 2 turns in the air. Because I could have just, like, withstood the ground offensive. That was kind of what I was playing towards. Yeah, not making the 4/4 with my Ava Ayala was definitely a big deal. I could have done that instead of playing Herbie. I was really trying to dig for a kill spell for the Mr. Hyde to try and deny that from going off. But if I just make the 4/4, I think I win that game. So I'm kind of disappointed in myself. Though it's always hard to say, because, like, yeah, I would have had, like, I don't know. They also then used a kill spell on the Ava Ayala that they would have used somewhere else. Okay. So, early draw is not to my advantage, but we can get things going. Stolen Stark Tech. They are going all in. I know this 2-for-1's myself, because they're going to bring this guy back at some point. But it buys me a lot of time. He doesn't even come into play tapped. Interesting. So they missed a land. That's good for me. They kept both their cards on top, though. They don't connive? Well, that's just crazy to me. Just gonna play this guy. He blocks all their stuff. I'm sure they have kill spells in hand, though. So maybe they have -2. If they had -2/-2, they'd attack with this guy. What do they have? They could have... I mean, -2/-2 is the most logical. Why didn't they attack with this guy then? Oh, yes, of course, Red Guardian. Always Red Guardian, isn't it? I just get owned by this card every time. I never play around it, because it's just going to get me no matter what. Like, I hit them next turn, and they get me with it. I think I go Ant-Man's Army Justice here. I could get greedy and go for Herbie here. I kind of want to do that. I really want to hit this Atlantis attacks coming up. And they don't really have anything crazy good to bounce right now. And then next turn I can go Atlantis attacks, bounce Undead and Baron. I mean, I could have played Ant-Man's Army, which was the thing in guaranteed Atlantis attacks next turn. Bullseye. Brutal. They take out the Doombot. Oh, right, because I can upgrade it next turn. Okay. I'll create the thing, and then I will bounce Unliving Legionnaire and Baron, probably. I could have bounced a Herbie, too. But I have him on a 3-turn clock in the air, and I can use this to bounce my own Herbie next turn. I sometimes feel like I make plays that aren't the best. But I think everyone does. That could have been done in instant speed. That seems like a fine draw. Not the best, though. I think I'll just keep it because it's a spell, though. They could have the ninjas pretty easily. That makes me discard a card, though. If they played that this turn, it wouldn't be that bad for me. Baron, sure. Unliving Legionnaire, sure. Connive. So they can make it a 4-3. That is kind of a bummer. Now I get to make some food tokens. I considered, like next turn I can attack with all my flyers, I think, maybe. I considered attacking with this guy, too. Because, like, they don't have great blocks on it. Hour of Defeat, sure. That's not the best for me. Shield Spike it. Bummer. Oh, okay. They, I think, maybe messed that up. Making this guy a 5-powered creature would have been real good. Okay, let's see how this goes. Land, not a good draw. However, we shall attack. They have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13. This can eat there. I'm going to attack with everything. This card's useless to me for next turn as a top deck. So the 4-3 can block one of my 2/1s. The other thing about this game that really backfired is that I did not draw the spells I needed down the stretch. I have floated out a tiny bit. Okay, so we made some trades. My 3/2s traded with 2/2s that had some relevant abilities. And now Unliving Legionnaire gets to pop off and do some crazy stuff. They don't even have green mana. at 17 here. That's an amazing draw. So I can play this, and then if they go for bullseye on it, I buff it up. It can only be used at this can be used at any speed. If I attack with this guy, they have to trade it with the Legionnaire pretty much. Or chump it. Oh man. Oh, that's awesome for me. Oh my gosh, we got him. We got him. Bang. Let's go. It wasn't always pretty, but we got the win in the end. My gosh. Feeling pretty good. I'm getting some wins. Oh, also, I got a new shirt. I know I don't always let you into behind the scenes of my life, but I got this new shirt, and I love it. I'm really happy with it. I was getting some jeans, and I was at the store, and yeah, maybe, do I even have another camera angle here? It's bigger? Oh, yeah. You can see the shirt a little better here. It fits pretty nice. Yeah. We're back. We'll keep this. The Serpent Specialist. Getting all these gorillas has been pretty nice, I think. Like, having 2 drops to play is a big deal. This is an easy trade if they attack. The Death Toucher is only going to be more annoying over time. Sure. Make a treasure. The food tokens from these guys were actually pretty relevant last game. Now I don't want to make this trade. I'll probably ditch the gorilla. Now I can attack for 4. Next turn I'm going to go White Tiger, and then I'm going to go Bold Biochemist. Or maybe, yeah, I think I'll go this one first. Even though this one could draw me cards that would make this one more likely. Getting 7 power on the board seems better than getting 2 power on the board when I'm pressuring them. Yep. Oh, they're definitely not going for the double block with this line. Okay. And they missed the land drop, and they kept Baron on top. That's actually crazy. So Mr. Hyde's probably going to trade with the army, which is a good trade for me. Reptile's actually been pretty scary for my opponents. Play him for cheap, and then he's a 6/6 with trample when you need him to be. They have Prey Upon or something, or I'm not sure. If I draw a land, do I go for this, or do I just play this guy? Dark Deed. So probably Biochemist at that point. That is bad. I had 3 lands in a row on top of my deck. They have few lands, but what lands they have are mighty. Baron, sure. That's a great draw. Let's play that first in case we draw one of our fight spells. Okay, it's another land. That sucks. They block here. Then we get to trade for this 4/3 for 2 of their guys, which seems pretty okay. We could also trade the 2/4 for like Baron. I don't mind this. I think clearing the board a little bit for the reptile is fine. They're clearly scrunched on mana. There's some good black-green cards that are villains. And I like getting the Mr. Hyde off the table. Sure. They're going to activate. I have a useless land in hand. We'll be patient here. We want to make this a 6/6 trampler. Yikes. That's a great draw, though. So they can't really block with the 2/4 because that's holding back these guys. They have to block with something. T-Rex mode engaged. So we got him on the ropes. They need a kill spell. That is not a kill spell. Bang. Look how many games Stature has won for us just by being a fireball on a stick at the end of the game. Even the game where we could have played it on turn 1 and then we messed it up. Oh my gosh. Let's go. 3-1. Feeling pretty good about this. Feeling pretty good. Whew. Another good hand. The gorilla, I think staying blue-green was smart. Making sure we locked in our 2-drops. We have to be careful with this card, though. That first game was insane. We are drawing a lot of gorillas. Herbies have also been so good. I feel like I should have just taken the other Herbies. Yeah, maybe the Super Suit would have been okay in this deck. So would I rather use my Giant Growth to counter take up the shield or not? My 2/2 doesn't really matter that much. And that attack was just objectively correct. So they hit their land drop. Like that one I just forced through 2 points of damage. Loki, that is bad. Now that is one that will own me if the game goes long. Oh, what a draw. I wish I'm glad I drew that kill spell, because that would have been problematic. One of my fight spells would have been really good there, too. That's the thing about my deck. I'm pretty good when I draw lands. I'm pretty good when I don't. Loki got a 2-for-1 for them, sadly. But I got a 2-for-1 with this guy, so that worked out. I'm going to get a 2-for-1 with this at some point because I'm going to be patient. Blue-white's removal is pretty much all enchantment, so we'll get there eventually with it. Giant Growth is looking bad once again. Okay. that tells me they have another more important enchantment coming. So this She-Hulk is probably going to get some good use. Like maybe they have a web up to get rid of this Frozen in Ice. This is kind of like a burn spell right now. 3, 6, 7. So I'm hitting them for 7. So they're on a 2-turn clock, but they don't know it. So they're going to tap my guy. They tap Herbie. Okay. Yep, that's fine. That is actually one that I will keep. I was going to surveil away most non-lands, but here I can surveil away the giant growth, or I can connive it away and get rid of their raft security officer, which will free up a lot of my attacking. Super Adaptoid, okay. Sure. Who are you gonna tap? Ghostbusters. I would love to keep this land, but I'm gonna get rid of it. Because now I can use my giant growth to kill their thing. Ooh, Justice is really good too. Now I can Justice back my Gorilla, then kill their supervillain lockup. And then still have this in reserve. Even though 6 land lets me do this and this. Pre-commandos, sure. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm fine making this trade. Not really. I trade here. They take 3, 4. Then I play this, and I get back my guy. I don't really want to make that trade, because next turn it could be so valuable. Oh my gosh. We're just going to keep drawing great cards, aren't we? I know I could have also bounced their guy. Okey-doke. Next turn I can turn this into a 3/5 and play Stature. Maybe I just win if I draw a land here, though. Bingo, bango, bongo. I think Gorilla might actually just be a sneaky good card against blue-white because it blocks their flyers a little bit and it interacts with all of their removal spells pretty nicely. So this could be like one of the keys to adapting to the new meta. Also, Loki's been on my deck box for a while. He's not even in my deck. Let's just make the deck box art something more reflective of what we're actually doing, like Stature, because Stature's actually been winning us so many games. So we're 4 wins here, feeling pretty good about things. Feel like we've got a good deck. We've been playing pretty good. Okay, we're getting paired down against a gold player, but the season did just reset. On the draw, this is keepable because we have something to do in the first 3 turns. Then we have our follow-up plays. Obviously, I'd love to draw a Gorilla or one of my 1-drops. This is acceptable. Gives me an option if I don't want to kill their thing early. That could be a very good little combination. Boom, boom. I like that one. Visions of Villainy. Sure. Make a treasure token. And we will kill their scroll, because we don't want them having access to mana. Even though this thing can technically kill my Frozen and Ice, we'll just try to deal with that via attacking or trade a Herbie for it, which they often will do. That's a really good little combo. I like that one. I like that one a lot now that I've done it a couple times. Or I guess I only done it once this draft, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Hour of Defeat. Sure, we're trading up in mana. They spent a 4 mana, we spent 3 mana on this. They keep the Surveil on top. Okay, draw. We will put this into play. We will happily make this trade if it is offered, because this deals with our Frozen and Ice so nicely. Khazar. Okay. Let's do that there, and then we can use Trickster's Stratagem on Zabu. So we're going to go down a card here, but we went up a card from this. So we're down a card now. They're up a card from there. So they're kind of coming out ahead slightly, but we're going to go back up a card with this. So the cards are roughly even here. The cards are flowing back and forth. That's how the game is played. Play Herbie. Decline to play the land right now. And then we'll play Stature. Play land for turn, play Gorilla. Maybe a mistake, because holding the land would have let us connive it away to Trickster Stratagem, and we need a second blue to activate Stature. No blocks here. Savage Land Dinosaur is pretty annoying. Okay. Here, and Gorilla, probably. I don't think I'm winning this game, sadly. Zabu is a bit fearsome. They have another Khazar. Okay, yeah, Khazar is really strong. Khazar is basically like playing a rare, if you think about it. Let's do this. Activate. Attack. Not holding that forest may cost me substantially here. We'll see. Because being able to put 4 counters on this would be a big deal, considering the state of the game at some point. Making a 5/5. There's the dino. You have a double block on the dino. So not the end of the world. Oh, their deck is just juiced. Oh, they have a really good deck. I see. We ain't winning this, I don't think. No! Oh, man. That decision to play the extra land and the gorilla that turn was really bad. Because then I had to connive away the wrong land. And if I'd had second island here, I could have gone... What would I do? I'd go bounce the token, bounce the 7/6. Or no, I go bounce token, bounce Squirrel Girl maybe. Make a 6/5 that can block this guy. And as it is, I just can't beat this board, I don't think. Yeah, okay. Slight plays make a difference. It wasn't wrong necessarily because I did get like an immediate benefit, but it was potentially a misplay still. Like it was like there were pros and cons to the play, so it wasn't just a straight up wrong play. But I feel like both of my losses, I've had moments in them where I could have maybe made slightly better plays. Maybe this game I wasn't supposed to fight their scroll. Scroll feels like it was going to eventually be pretty annoying. And it's going to ramp out their stuff. So it felt like a fine play at the time. We can't cast a lot of our cards. We have 9 green sources in the deck. We have 2 things to do. I'm going to keep this. Justice can bounce my own stature to be a 3/3 flyer. If I do draw eventually a forest, it's pretty good. It's a sketchy hand, though. If I don't draw any... If I draw forest on my first turn, it's a really good hand, though, is the thing. Kunlun. I could bounce Political Triumph. The odds are they can just replay it, though. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's a good draw. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to kill Political Triumph. I think it's a pretty great card. Photon Blast Barrage just to kill that. Okay. Interesting. I don't love playing White Tiger here. I would much rather wait till turn 6, but they must have a lot of removal spells in hand or something. No blocks. Herbie's great. I'm deeply suspicious of what's in their hand. Panther Pounce does not seem that unlikely. Okey-doke. So here we're not going to block because now we can bounce Herbie back to our hand. Never mind. We have another Photon Blast Barrage. I want to kill the Patriot. I think I might just bounce it, though. I kind of want to bounce my own thing to get value. I can do that with Atlantis attacks later, though. So now I can block Kunlun Warrior. I can double block Spider Woman. Patriot's down. Counter here. Kill Patriot. No attacks. Herbie's great. They're at 7, so I think I can attack with both here. Sure. A little annoying, but not the end of the world. Jessica, that's getting bounced for sure. Create the 6/5. I will bounce my Herbie and your Jessica. Maybe that's too greedy as far as value goes. I'm not sure. Also, if I did that pre-combat, I would have done an extra point of damage. I totally forgot about that. Mjolnir. Okay, Justice is down. That's a bummer. I think this is going to kill Mjolnir. Put a counter here. This thing fights Jessica. Tap these two guys. Play this. So they can give it double damage. Yeah, I don't think there's anything they can do here. They do double damage and then a blazing thing. I feel like I haven't played this game the cleanest either. I always forget Justice gets grown from stuff. Bingo, bango, bongo. I mean, I could have killed Mjolnir. That eliminates a lot of their outs. But 5 wins, pretty good. This is a nice hand. I think we lead with Stature. Because that way it's still unblockable even if they have like a gorilla. Or a shield bot or something. They're on a mulligan. Nice. Nice for my win rate. Not always nice when your opponent's mulligan because you want to like beat them at full strength or something. Widow's Bite, sure. We have the combo. The combination. And this is probably going to ditch a land, it looks like. Oh, that's pretty good. So, yeah, that's not what I wanted to see, I'll tell you that much. Shield Spy Kit. Okay. Okay, I see. I understand the vision. I keep it on top. No blocks. Do I want to buff this thing? I think so. I'm going to ditch 1 copy of Go Nuts, I think. Does this guy have first strike? He does. Oh, I think I need all my Go Nuts then. I'm going to get rid of Ava Ayala, which is maybe not my best thing to get rid of, but I got to pressure them here. And I think Mr. Hyde's going to be better than Ava. Hero in training, sure. Sure. Counter. This guy fights here. Tap these two. Attack! And then Mr. Hyde can start drawing me extra cards, maybe? Captain America. Super Soldier. Gonna put a counter here for this turn, because now I'm gonna just remove the shield thing. I can do this. And I don't think I could have necessarily... Ooh, and then I can fight him. Counter. This guy fights here. Boom. Pretty scary for them, I think. And then if I draw a land, I can put 3 counters on this thing. The Mind Stone. Sure. Cruel Alliance. Okay, I will remove a counter now. Okay, so we would have won because we could have put the 4 counters on there, but... But like if there wasn't a land on top, I really wanted to hit a land. Okay, US Agent's not enough. If they have a kill spell for my Aerial Doombot, it is. Bang! Got the win. Doombot's only been activated a handful of times, but it's been pretty good. The ants were pretty good there, too. And now we're battling for the trophy. It's trophy battle time. 6-2. Let's get it done. Good hand. You've got 2-drop, 3-drop, go nuts. Atlantis attacks for the late game. We'll remember that that can grow our justice. I somehow always forget that still. Okie doke. Not the best use of justice, but it's still a 2/2 flyer. I don't want to bounce my own Gorilla right now. It's a little bit of a shame they don't seem to have anything for my Go Nuts to target. The John Walker, okay. We will make a treasure. Counter onto our flyer. Have our flyer fight Whiplash. Not the best use of our mana, but we will be fine, I think. We're still applying a lot of pressure here. Next turn we can activate Bold Biochemist. They're going to probably kill our Justice. So we're going to transition from a pressure standpoint to a card advantage standpoint. Use Biochemist next turn. Hit a land drop. Bounce Biochemist with our Atlantis attacks at some point. Okay. Formidable. Yep, all's going according to plan still. Not that we wanted that to happen, of course, but it is bound to happen sometimes. Okay, that's bad. This is my actual first time playing against Dr. Doom. Wow, that's a heck of a card. Wow, that's a heck of a card. Okay. Hero in training, sure. So they got 2 3/3s after I killed their guy, and they drew a card, so maybe we'll lose to Dr. Doom in the championship match. Sure. Sure. Target me. Return this thing. And this thing. Tap these two. Use this to take down their shield. Teamwork, counter, fight. Put a counter onto my... this thing. Have it fight. Killmonger, tapping this. I think that's pretty good. I've used 2 Go Nuts. And my Frozen in Ice. So I'm running a little bit slim on removal here, but I'm about to refill my hand. Hopefully. This 3/2 is hopefully going to trade with this 3/3 at some point. 7/6 hexproof should protect me for a while. And we're back in business. We're cooking. Okay, so they're going to kill my 3/2. That's fine. So they've gotten like a 10,000 for 1 against me over and over and over, but we're battling. And remember, we have 2 Herbies to draw into as well. I mean, we're probably not going to win this game. They've just gotten so much value from all their cards. I think this thing was like a 10 for 1. We will keep fighting, and we have Stature in the deck. We have 1 more kill spell for this thing, maybe. Oh, man, they've got to have something, but I have to block. I can't just take 5 here, I don't think. Yep, that's probably game. Can't use that to kill this. Yeah, I don't think I could have avoided that. Giant growth, whatever, yeah. Oh, man, we tried our hardest this game. We played against Dr. Doom. We played against Double Killmonger. If they hadn't had Stolen Stark Tech, they were never going to get through that 7/6. But we just couldn't afford to take 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And then we drew 12 lands in our top 20 cards. So, I mean, if it wasn't all 3 of those things, I think we had a shot here. Like, if they didn't have Dr. Doom, I think we have a real shot. If they don't have Double Killmonger, if they don't have the Stolen Stark Tech. If we don't draw 12 lands. Yep. 12 lands, about 7 spells. We did our best, but what can you do? I think this is lethal, right? 12, we got a 2. Oh, man, what a rough game. 5, 6, 7, yeah, not enough, sadly. They tap one of my guys, they tap one of my guys, they have way more than, yeah. Unfortunate, unfortunate, unfortunate. If we had drawn White Tiger earlier, we could have double blocked the Killmonger or something. Or done some blocking. It's just we just drew all lands down the stretch. But 6 wins, not a bad result. I think our deck was pretty sweet. And did we have any rares in this deck? not a single rare. So yeah, 6 wins with no rares in the deck is pretty good as a result. I think we drafted well. I think we played pretty well. And overall, a pretty good result as well. That's going to do it for this. We'll know if you made it to the end of the video in the comment section down below. Leave hashtag clutch shifter because we had a lot of statures winning us games. So hashtag clutch shifter to let me know you made it to the end of the video. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.